Morning YouTube, Mike here again. Wanted to make another video this morning on just expounding a little bit on home warranty and the types of warranty that are out there, because I tried to break it down last video a little bit, slightly. There are three different types of warranty mainly. You have retail warranty like Home Depot, Lowe's, you know, all of your department stores that offer warranty companies. You know, they have BrandSmart, H.H. Gregg. There's several of them. Then you have your home warranty companies that tend to offer or cover everything in the home: AC, garage doors, you know, all your appliances, certain things like that. And then you have your manufacturer's warranty, first year warranty. Some manufacturers offered extended warranties, but usually it's in their, I don't want to say first year, because some of them, you know, some of them have second year. I mean, they're trying to do away with all that, but usually say first year warranty. I'll go from the best. To me, the best would be retail warranty, because they pay the fastest. I mean, that's really what, I mean, and they cover a lot of they cover a lot more. Usually everything minus cosmetic stuff, you know, shelves, and but Lowe's even covers shelves and stuff. So it all depends on who you work for. With home warranty, they tend to cover a little bit less. You have to a lot of times see what the exclusions are before you even tell the customer, hey, this is what you need. A lot of times it's not even covered, but fairly most of the time it is covered. I do a lot of work for home warranties, and I've been with them for years, so I kind of know what they don't and do cover. So that first year warranty, they pretty much cover 100% of everything, but they pay the worst. I mean, you're only getting labor. Thing about warranty companies is you can, whenever you get parts, you have a markup, just like you're doing it for a customer that's a COD call. Depending on what you agreed with them, it can be 10%, 15%, 20%, 25% I've seen sometimes. So it all depends on what you got worked out with them. But usually that's the best way. From home warranty and retail warranty is what I do. I don't do first year warranty. I don't need, I mean, when I was with a company, we did first year warranty. We just looked at it as, you know, this is how we get a lot of stock parts, because they'll send you parts for, you know, whatever you need on that machine. And a lot of times, you know, like I said in earlier videos, why I said doing warranty kind of gave me a little edge, because, you know, you have error, you know, room for error. And if you mess up on this, the first year warranty, you get another part and it'll fix it. You don't want to have to do that, but hey, that's how the game goes. That's how I learned a lot on my own. Now, I had a good boss before that trained me. I mean, he was doing it. I mean, he started his business in 1980. And when I started working, he was already established, you know, working with warranty companies and whatnot. So when I first started, I was doing first year Whirlpool warranty on, and that was, I mean, non-stop, every day calls on, you know, calling the tech line, learning new things. And then, but then went back in the shop, was learning older models, learning transmissions, you know, when they were relevant on Maytags and some Whirlpools, you know, without the direct drives, but the old school transmissions, what they call gear cases now, pretty much. But the home warranty, like I said, they're starting to send parts now. You can even order parts to them, but me, I tend to get the part and mark it up. That's how I make, you know, my extra money with them. Same thing if you're, you know, doing a COD call and you have to mark up a part. But that is different. I kind of mark up my part to retail around that, so they can kind of get it for the same price if they wanted to. I'm kind of fair with that. Some people really don't care. They just want you to fix it. It all depends where you are, your demographic, you know, the people you deal with. I will say majority of home warranty companies are tenant landlord situations. I get a lot of that. And a lot of times too, I watched another video on another guy, what's his name, appliance picker. Same thing. That's what made me start taking credit cards, because you don't want to go out to a job and that you don't have any form of payment to pick up those deductibles. deductibles. You know, credit card, checks. You know, those checks and cash normally everybody could take, but those credit cards you need to be able to do that, or you're going to miss out on some money and then wait for it, and you don't want to do that. I mean, you already have to wait for your money from the warranty company anyway, and that's usually going to be, they tell you 30 business days sometimes. That's not 30 days. That's sometimes 45 days. So you have to be aware of what you're getting into. You got to be aware of once you're running calls and you get home, there's paperwork to do. Like I said, you have to look up parts, submit invoices for approval. If you finish the job, usually you don't, but me personally, sometimes I know what they cover, so I'll go out and finish the job and know what I'm, you know, getting paid for. I'll submit that for approval. Once it gets approved, submit it to be completed as completed, and you got to do all that. That can take an extra 3-4 hours out of your day if you're running 6 to 7 calls in a day. Hopefully, that's where I'm at now a lot of the times, with a mix of warranty, a mix of COD, and that's just how it is. I get a lot of calls now through word of mouth, through people, you know, and that's why I say warranty is, for me, was key, because as long as you get in the door and you do good work, 9 times out of 10 they're going to call you back. 9 times out of 10, because they've had a bad experience or they just don't trust people. Where I'm located in Florida, a lot of people come from different places, so a lot of people have different outlooks on life, and they've been burned before and all this stuff. So my main purpose is to make sure that you're going to be taken care of all the way around. So that's one thing. Warranty work, you have to stand behind your work, because let's just say 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, they call back saying something's wrong, or call the warranty company back. A lot of times they will extend that payment until you recomplete that job again. So you might start a whole nother 30 days after 3 weeks. I mean, you have to learn, you have to know what you're getting into with this. It's not, you know, and for me personally, I didn't put money up to make sure I can buy these parts and wait 30 days to get paid for it. I kind of had a game plan in mind, because I worked for a company that did warranty. So before I even left that company, I had accounts with my part distributor. You know, I had things set in line, so if I needed to wait 30 days to get paid for a part, I know I was okay. And as long as you get that first check and you're still doing jobs for them, like I said, with home warranty company, it'll keep rolling, but you have to be consistent. You have to consistently do jobs for them to have checks coming in every week. Because once they come in every week, then you're doing something good. Then you're really starting to see income. And if you have different warranty companies, you'll get a different number of checks every week on top of what you do, you know, with your daily income. So it's good to do a mixture of everything. Everybody can't do this. I don't advise if you're not the type of person, if you're just technician mindset, then this is not going to be for you. You have to kind of evolve into more a business-minded individual. Another thing is with warranty work, like I said, it's you have to know, I mean, you know, you have to do good so they can give you an influx of calls, because when you first start out, you might not get that much. And if you're missing weeks without getting jobs, then you're missing weeks without getting checks. That's just how that goes. Another thing too, when I was working for my last company, I was doing about 7-8 calls a day, almost every day. But when I was leaving, I had to tone it down to 6 and 5. And then it got to the point where it just didn't make any sense for me to work for them. And I had to tell them, hey, I gotta go. And I quietly, you know, we're still good. Make sure you don't burn bridges. That's what I've always learned. So we're good on that end. If you're gonna start your own business, don't expect to be doing the same amount of work you're doing if you're working for a company, if you're in that, because it's not going to work. I can't do 7-8 calls a day, then go home and do all this 7-8 call, or let's just say it's 4 or 5 calls of warranty work and do those paperwork on top of. You're not going to have time for your family and doing certain things. I mean, it doesn't take that long, but you have to, you know, sometimes it's researching on parts. They're not found that easily, where you want to get it from, stuff like that. I do recommend warranty work, but not if you're just getting in the trade and just starting your business. I don't recommend it. I would say get your bearings up first, because if you do get into it and don't have the experience, you're gonna run into a lot of things that you don't know how to work on, and it's gonna be, I mean, if you're like me, I'm gonna find out, but it's gonna take more time. You don't want to spend an hour or two at a house. I mean, that's just not efficient. You know, most if to do 7 or 8 calls in a day, you're thinking, okay, at least an hour a call. But in all reality, if you're doing what you got to do and the calls are not that far from each other, I mean, meaning 20-30 minutes, in that case, you might do you might do 6 jobs in a day and be done by 2 o'clock if you start at 8. You know, it all depends on how you work, where you're located. Just getting to a job now, and this is a gas dryer. And then you got to know what you work on. Me personally, I don't do microwaves, not because I can't work on them. They're just a hassle, especially if I need to get a guy to get it down, or, you know, it's just, usually microwaves are replaceable. But no, I just wanted to expound a little bit on the warranty issue, and you know, just to give guys a clearer picture on what they're getting into. But you guys take care. I'll see you on the next one.